The Alumnus of the Year Award has been established by the Board of Regents of Concordia Theological Seminary to honor a graduate who has distinguished himself by faithfully shepherding the people of God with excellence in preaching, teaching the faithful, and reaching the lost, while also strengthening his alma mater by recruiting, publicizing, and supporting the seminary's mission. President Rast, I present to you the Reverend Theodore Matthias Rudolph Krey of the Dominican Republic. Theodore Krey, known to most of us as Ted, is the grandson of Reverend Rudolph Krey, who was formed as a missionary pastor in Germany and then called in 1922 to serve the United States as an LCMS pastor. Ted is the son of Reverend Matthias and Joan Krey, the first of their 12 children. Their father is a 1966 graduate of this seminary who served in Canada for the entirety of his ministry. Ted was therefore born and raised in Canada, completing his first year of seminary at Concordia Lutheran Theological Seminary in St. Catharines, Ontario, a sister seminary of ours. He then transferred here and finished his last 3 years and completed his Master of Divinity degree in 2001. During this time at this seminary, he served his fellow students as the spiritual care coordinator and leader of the Student Missionary Society. Already there, that zeal for missions was established. His first call was to serve as a church planner in Maracay, Venezuela, where he served 8 years. The mission, Mighty Fortress Lutheran, grew from 11 communicants to 110, with 160 baptized. In addition to this growth, the mission built a sanctuary, and 4 young men from youth group studied theology, of whom one, the Reverend Eduardo Flores, is now the president of the Venezuelan Lutheran Church. During these years, he was also called to establish a residential program to provide pastors for the 16 congregations and 7 preaching stations of the Church of Venezuela. He was the sole full-time professor, teaching 12 courses a year, heavier load than some of my colleagues, with 6 other professors assisting part-time. Over 4 years, 14 men graduated and were ordained. He was then called to the Dominican Republic in 2009 and joined a missionary there and a deaconess, Danielle Putman, who is now Deaconess Putman-Schumann. There were 7 confirmed Lutherans in the whole country when he arrived. Their work was blessed by the founding of 5 missions, 2 Lutheran schools, and a foundation for people with disabilities. Today, there is a team of many gifted missionaries, laity, deaconesses, and pastors who serve in the Dominican Republic, witnessing to Christ as Lutherans. Reverend Krey has also served since 2011 as the regional director of the 22 countries across Latin America for the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod Office of International Missions. Through his efforts, with the support of President Matthew Harrison, the region has grown from 5 missionaries to 45 in 10 countries. With the help of President Rast and our Dr. Just, he established Concordia Seminary, Dominican Republic, which opened as a residential regional seminary in 2017, drawing students from South America, Central America, and the Caribbean. This seminary shares with CTSFW, as he mentioned, an online Spanish language pastoral formation program. He teaches courses regularly in this seminary, is very active in publishing theological resources in Spanish, and even serves as the deaconess coordinator, which is that seminary's largest program, with 99 women from 5 countries having completed their program and 70 more from 10 countries in process. This seminary is concluding its 7th year and has over 200 students in its programs. His life has been richly blessed through his marriage to Rebecca, who holds a master's degree in biochemistry. They have been blessed with 7 children, 5 of whom are still living. We are privileged to have him as a current student in our PhD missiology program with his coursework almost finished. We look forward to putting a doctoral hood on you sometime soon. President Rast, for his faithful and zealous service as a pastor, missionary, and regional international missions director for the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod in Spanish-speaking countries of Central and South America and the Caribbean, for his courageous vision to begin Concordia Seminary in the Dominican Republic, for his vigorous and ongoing commitment to the study of the Scriptures and our Lutheran confessions, especially in the preparation of Lutheran pastors and deaconesses who will reach and serve sinners with the gospel of Jesus Christ in these countries, and for his enthusiastic support of the mission of this seminary to form faithful servants in Jesus Christ. It is my honor and privilege to recommend the Reverend Theodore Krey for Concordia Theological Seminary's Alumnus of the Year Award.
As president of Concordia Theological Seminary, and with the concurrence of the Board of Regents, it is my joyful privilege to confer the Alumnus of the Year Award with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto upon the Reverend Theodore Matthias Rudolph Krey.